Assalamu alaikum guys and welcome to my YouTube channel Biology Articles and MCQs. Guys, today's our topic of discussion is organization of nervous system. Today we will discuss briefly about the organization of the nervous system. Guys, you know that the nervous system is that organ system of the human body or vertebrates that help in the receiving of the stimulus, and then it will interpret it, and after interpretation it will give the response to that specific receptor that is receiving that stimulus. So if we talk about the organization of the nervous system, it consists of this type of organization. That main nervous system is divided into two types, that is central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system has brain and spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system has the motor nerves and sensory nerves. The motor nerves will divided into somatic and autonomic nervous system, and the autonomic nervous system will be further divided into sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So let us discuss all these terms briefly. First of all, there is the central nervous system. The central nervous system is the main part of the nervous system that consists of only two things, that is brain and spinal cord. We know that the brain is the main part of the human body that help in thinking, and it is present at the anterior region of or head region of the human body. And if we talk about the spinal cord, then the spinal cord is that cord that runs from the brain and along the vertebral column. Guys, a spinal cord is also helping the connecting link between the brain and most of the body. Here you can see that it is connecting the brain and the whole part of the body, that is connecting through the spinal cord. And the second one is the peripheral nervous system. So the peripheral nervous system are the parts of the nervous system that is except the brain and spinal cord. Means it is composed of all the nerves that is present in the body, that is outside the brain and spinal cord. Here the yellow one portion are the nerves that are shown, and these nerves are constituting the peripheral nervous system. Thus the peripheral nervous system is divided into the motor and sensory nerves. Here are the sensory nerves shown, and here are the motor nerves shown. Thus, the sensory nerves are such nerves which transmit information towards the central nervous system. Here you can see that these are the sensory neuron, and it will transmit the information towards the brain or towards the spinal cord. While the motor neurons are the nerves that will transmit the information away from the brain or spinal cord, or you can say that towards the muscle or any other gland. So the sensory neurons are working or transmitting message towards the brain or towards the central nervous system, and they are also called they are also called as afferent nerves. And the motor nerves are transmitting the messages away from the spinal cord, and they are also called as efferent nerves. Guys, we also divide the sensory nerves into two categories. The sensory nerves can be divided into the visceral sensory nerves and somatic sensory nerves. Means the type of the sensory nerve which will take the messages from the skeletal part of the bodies or skeletal muscles will be the somatic sensory nerves, and the sensory nerves which will take the message from the viscera or simply that organs that are involuntary, that are not under our conscious control. They will be categorized as visceral sensory nerves. For example, if the sensory nerve is carrying the message from our skin, or if the sensory nerve is carrying messages from our hand that is under our conscious control, then they will be categorized as somatic sensory nerve. And if it will carry message from lungs or from our eye towards the brain, then it will be categorized as visceral sensory nerves. And the motor neurons are also divided into the two types. Motor neurons are simply also divided into the somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. Means if the brain is sending the message to our skeletal muscles that are under our conscious control, then this type of nervous system will be the somatic nervous system. For example, here you can see that this person is touching a candle. By touching a candle, the nerves which will send the message to our brain will be the sensory nerves, and these sensory nerves will be the somatic sensory nerves. And after the brain, after that brain will send the message again towards our finger, and this sending of message will be the help of the motor neuron, and these motor neuron will be categorized in the somatic nervous system because it is sending the message to that part of our body that is under our conscious control. Next, the categorization of the motor neuron is into the autonomic nervous system. And the autonomic nervous system are the motor neurons that are sending messages from the brain towards the part of the body or towards the organs that are not under our conscious control. Means the involuntary parts. Or you can see that or you can say that towards the smooth muscles or cardiac muscles. So here you can see that if the brain is sending message to our eye muscles or our lung muscles or our heart muscles, then this type of nervous system will be under the autonomic nervous system. Thus next, the autonomic nervous system is further divided into sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. The main difference between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system is on the basis of their working. Means the sympathetic nervous system works in the fight or flight cases or fight or flight responses situations. Means the situations that when we are in stress, means in the sympathetic nervous system will work in the stress situation. And what will be the reaction of that system? That it can dilate the pupils, or it will inhibit salivation, or it will increase heartbeat. But in comparison to the sympathetic nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system is in the work when we are in a rest condition. Means there is no stress condition there. At that time, our pupils are constrict and the heartbeat is slow, or our gallbladder or our stomach is actively participating. So this is all due to the parasympathetic nervous system. So these are all the categories of the organization of the nervous system. I hope you understand all the things about this, and if you like this video, then share this video with your friends. Thank you so much.